In the mist-covered hill town of Devgar lived a young man named Aaron, an apprentice to an elderly stonecutter named Bhaskar. Every morning before sunrise, Bhaskar walked to the mountain quarry with the same quiet discipline. He carried his worn hammer and chisel, found his place among the rocks, and worked with a steady, patient rhythm. To Aaron, the work felt unbearably slow. He wanted results, change, progress he could see. One morning, unable to hold back his frustration, Aaron asked, "Master, why do we strike the same stone again and again when nothing seems to happen?" Bhaskar smiled gently. "The stone does not break because of the final strike," he said. "It breaks because of all the strikes before it." Aaron nodded, but the words didn't truly reach him. He dreamed of becoming a sculptor whose work people admired, but he lacked patience. He tried learning music, then quit. He began carving a statue, then abandoned it when progress felt too slow. Each time, he blamed his lack of talent instead of his lack of persistence. One evening, Aaron listened to a storyteller in the village square. The tale spoke of heroes who endured hardship and refused to give up. As the crowd cheered, Aaron wondered whether greatness came not from extraordinary talent, but from unwavering consistency. Soon after, the village chief announced a bold plan. A shrine would be built atop the eastern mountain. The climb was long, the wind harsh, and many believed the task impossible. Bhaskar was chosen to lead the work, and he chose Aaron to help him. Each morning, they climbed the steep path carrying tools and stones. At first, several villagers joined with enthusiasm, but within a week their excitement faded. Only Bhaskar and Aaron continued, step after step, day after day. Aaron's hands blistered, his legs ached, and doubt grew inside him. One afternoon, he threw down his tools in frustration. "This mountain does not care about our effort," he cried. "We work every day, and almost nothing changes, Bhaskar." "Look at your hands," he said. Aaron saw rough palms and stronger arms. His steps were steadier than before. "You have changed," Bhaskar said softly. "And so has the mountain, only too slowly for impatience to notice." For the first time, Aaron began to understand progress often hides inside the effort itself. Months later, during the monsoon, the sky darkened and rain poured down in fierce sheets. Aaron assumed they would rest, but Bhaskar was already waiting by the path. "We climb," he said. The trail was slippery and cold. On the narrow, wet path, fear tugged at Aaron's heart. Bhaskar steadied his step. "Consistency is easy in sunshine," he replied. "Its true test is the storm." They reached the summit and, instead of working, simply stood in silence. "Today," Bhaskar said, "showing up is enough." From that day on, Aaron no longer measured progress only by what he could see. He began to value presence, effort, and repetition. As the shrine slowly took shape, Aaron struck his chisel against a large stone one morning, and a thin crack appeared. Another strike, and the rock split cleanly in two. He remembered Bhaskar's lesson and felt a quiet realization. No single moment creates success, every small effort prepares it. Bhaskar later encouraged Aaron to carve a guardian statue for the shrine entrance. One stroke a day, he instructed. Aaron obeyed. Some days the change was barely visible. Others revealed new shapes and features. On the 93rd day, a child passing by exclaimed, "It has a face now." Soon the villagers gathered, amazed not by sudden talent, but by patience made visible over time. 2 years after the first step, the shrine stood complete, white stone glowing beneath the sun. Archways carved with care, Aaron's statue guarding the entrance. On the day of its opening, the entire village climbed the path that Aaron once walked in doubt and exhaustion. At the summit, Bhaskar placed a hand on his shoulder and asked him to speak. Aaron looked across the golden fields below and said, "I once believed great things were built by great talent. But I have learned that mountains are moved by small steps taken every day. Consistency is not loud, it does not shout. It whispers, and time obeys." Silence filled the air, then applause rose through the hills. In the years that followed, Aaron became a respected sculptor, not because he worked fast or possessed rare genius, but because he never stopped showing up. He carved temples and bridges with the same steady rhythm he learned beside Bhaskar. When young apprentices complained about slow progress, he took them to the mountain and pointed toward the shrine. Every stone up there, he said, is a promise kept to yesterday. Visitors saw only the beauty of the shrine, not the storms. Blisters, doubts, or quiet mornings that built it, but Aaron remembered. He knew it was not created in a single moment of triumph. It was built in 1,000 patient mornings.